Wake up. The alarm rings. It is 6 a.m. You hit snooze. You stare at the ceiling and a familiar, heavy, suffocating feeling washes over your chest. It is not physical exhaustion. It is existential dread. You have to get out of bed, commute through traffic, and sit at a desk for 8 hours doing work that you do not genuinely care about for a company that would replace you in a heartbeat if you die tomorrow. You come home, you eat, you stare at a glowing screen to numb your brain for a few hours, and you go to sleep. Then you wake up and do it all over again. Week after week, month after month, year after year. Is this it? Is this the grand culmination of millions of years of human evolution? To be a highly efficient, mildly depressed cog in a giant corporate machine? If you are feeling a profound sense of emptiness right now, do not ignore it. Do not try to medicate it with endless scrolling, junk food, or cheap entertainment. That emptiness is not a malfunction. It is a highly intelligent alarm bell ringing inside your soul, desperately trying to tell you that you are entirely off course. You are living without a definitive driving purpose. For the next 10 minutes, we're going to completely destroy the modern myths about finding your passion. We're going to look at why society desperately wants to keep you purposeless, and I'm going to give you the exact philosophical framework to forge an unstoppable, deeply meaningful destiny. Let us start by exposing the grand illusion. From the moment you are born, you are sold a very specific pre-packaged blueprint for a successful life. Go to a good school, get a safe degree, secure a corporate job, take out a massive mortgage for a house you barely spend time in, buy a car on credit to impress people you do not like, save 10% of your income for 40 years, and then finally, when your body is old and tired, you are allowed to start enjoying your life. We are told that meaning is found in the accumulation of comfort and status. But look around you. We live in the most comfortable, safe, and materially abundant period in human history. We have air conditioning, limitless food delivery, and infinite entertainment in our pockets. Yet, we are the most anxious, depressed, and deeply unfulfilled generation that has ever walked the earth. Why? Because comfort does not create meaning. Comfort creates apathy. The modern world tries to fill the gaping hole in your spirit with consumerism. Are you sad? Buy this new phone. Are you feeling empty? Subscribe to this streaming service. Society profits immensely from your lack of purpose. A purposeless man is the perfect consumer. He will endlessly buy things he does not need to fill an emotional void that cannot be filled with plastic and pixels. To break free from this matrix, you must first accept a brutal truth. The default path of modern society leads directly to a graveyard of regrets. The biggest mistake people make is believing that purpose is something you find. You hear it all the time from self-help gurus. You just have to find your passion, as if your life's purpose is a magical glowing treasure chest buried somewhere in the woods, and if you just wander around aimlessly for long enough, you'll stumble upon it. This is a dangerous, paralyzing lie. You do not find your purpose. You construct it. You forge it with your own hands, through trial, error, pain, and deep introspection. When you wait to find your purpose, you remain passive. You become a victim waiting to be rescued by a sudden flash of inspiration that will likely never come. To understand how to actively forge your purpose, we must look to one of the most profound psychological minds of the 20th century, Viktor Frankl. Frankl was a psychiatrist who survived the unimaginable horrors of the Holocaust. In the darkest, most brutal environments ever created by human hands, where every single comfort, dignity, and possession was stripped away, Frankl observed something incredible. The men who survived were not necessarily the physically strongest. The men who survived were the ones who held on to a deeply personal meaning for their suffering. Some survived because they needed to see their children again. Some survived because they had a book they had to write. Some survived to bear witness to the truth. Frankl famously concluded, "Those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how." Your life lacks meaning because you have not chosen a heavy enough burden to carry. Meaning is inextricably linked to responsibility. Look at a young man who does nothing but play video games and smoke weed all day. He has zero responsibilities. He is completely free in the modern sense. Yet, he is usually miserable, anxious, and deeply insecure. Now, look at a father who works 2 grueling jobs to provide for his family, sacrifices his sleep, and puts his children's needs entirely above his own. He is exhausted, he is stressed, but he is rarely existentially depressed. His life has profound, undeniable meaning because others depend on him. He has voluntarily taken a heavy load onto his shoulders, and in carrying that load, he has found his ultimate strength. If you want to forge your purpose, you must look out into the world, see the chaos, see the suffering, and ask yourself, what piece of this broken world am I uniquely equipped to fix? To make this practical, we can use a framework inspired by the intersection of philosophy and human action. You must align 3 crucial elements in your life. First, what are you naturally obsessed with? What are the topics, skills, or problems that you can spend hours researching or working on without feeling tired? What makes you forget to eat? This is your internal compass. Second, what are you actually good at? Or what do you have the potential to become incredibly good at through relentless practice? Passion without competence is useless. You must be willing to put in the thousands of hours of boring, repetitive work to turn your raw interest into a lethal, undeniable skill. And third, and most importantly, what does the world genuinely need? How does your obsession and your skills solve a painful problem for other human beings? Purpose is never entirely selfish. If your goal is just to become rich and sit on a beach alone, you will achieve it and feel immediately empty. True purpose is a bridge between your deepest talents and the deepest needs of your community, your family, or humanity itself. Tomorrow, I want you to stop waiting for a mystical calling. I want you to start actively building your purpose. Start incredibly small. Take responsibility for your own physical health. Take responsibility for the cleanliness of your room. Take responsibility for learning one new difficult skill that makes you slightly more valuable to the marketplace. As you build competence, your confidence will grow. As your confidence grows, your ability to take on heavier, more meaningful burdens will expand. You will stop being a consumer of life and become a creator of meaning. You will wake up not with dread, but with a fierce, burning urgency, knowing that there's a specific task in this world that only you can accomplish. The alarm clock will no longer be an enemy. It will be a starting gun. And now you have built the mental fortress. You have defeated the noise, conquered the fear of judgment, and you have finally forged the blazing fire of purpose in your chest. You know exactly what you need to do. You have the grand vision. But here's the cruel and inevitable reality. Motivation is a fragile, fleeting emotion. Next week, you will wake up tired, it will be raining, you will not feel like working. The fire of purpose will flicker and the warm bed will whisper your name. How do you push through the inevitable days when you feel absolutely zero desire to keep going? How do you transform your grand purpose into unbreakable, daily, mechanical execution? In the next chapter, we're going to unlock the final, most crucial Stoic discipline. We are going to master the brutal, unforgiving art of absolute self-discipline and turn your mind into a weapon that never misses. Until then, find your heavy load, lift it up, and start walking. Don't let the digital dopamine of today rob you of the profound legacy of tomorrow. The pursuit of happiness is a modern trap. The pursuit of meaning is the true ancient path. The universe does not owe you a purpose. You owe the universe your ultimate potential.